Hi, you guys. Let me take this off. I think my chair makes too much noise, even though it's comfortable. Oh, good. Welcome in. Welcome to WCIA, you guys. Thank you. A little something different. Thank you for being patient. Tonight's presentation, completely surprised by it. It wasn't a presentation that I had planned at all. I had a whole presentation to show you, which I might get to. We'll see how this goes. A whole presentation showing you, I think it's 70 pages of Ryan, 70 pages with images of Ryan Upchurch and all his different stuff that's going on in this one video. And I usually don't like to pick on him because it's just a direct hit to him. Because what I want to show, it's just all the different faces he has within his videos. They're just not consistent. They're just not consistent at all. And it's just become extremely obvious. And what I saw this last video, which I will do tomorrow, was a lot of blood, a lot of sacrifice, a hell lot of elements that we've been looking at. Okay, welcome to WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Tonight's presentation, I don't have it in a format. I just downloaded the pictures and I'm going to put it out there because I'm going to want to talk over the photos. A little background on what happened today and why and how I got to this video. Sometimes I like to go back and look at the prior videos to see if I see the information differently. So I pull it up, and I have hundreds of videos, you guys. I kept them from day one. Like I have Jody Sue's video that she put out on June 15th, the night of. I kept that. I kept certain things like that because I knew that they would be gone. So I was looking through my videos and that video opened up. So when I work with spirit, and those who are new here, I work through my spirit guides and I just follow their lead. I just let it go and I get led. Simple as that. And it led me to that Jody Sue video. If you guys remember her, you were Rumpelunker, that's funny, of the video, and she's like she's in that van, looks really different. And I noticed as she's talking, the night of June 15th, I noticed things I never noticed before because it was on June 16th that I saw it. So I'm watching it and looking at it, and I'm doing things, I'm stopping the video, starting the video, moving the cursor back and forth. I just call it loosening up the video. And right there in front of me, there's like someone in her back seat. Elements show up really easily because there's lights, there's flashes of light, and she's not in her car. She's she's into me, what I see. Now, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 through the Copyright Act, right? And when I bring up and say things, I have no reason to say it, and nor do I have any factual information to back it up. It's for entertainment purposes. When I looked back at Jody Sue's, I could tell that she wasn't in the car that she says she's in the car. It's the fake car. It's the same fake car now, right, allegedly, that we see as my elements today. And I'm watching it, I'm like if I were authorities, I'd be like, well, there you go. There are those elements that we've been seeing on WCAA Network for over a year. They're identical, and now here's Jody Sue Brown in the fake car with all the elements in it the night of June 15th. Like, if that was something I was able to do and act on it, I would act on it as a law enforcement. So I closed that up and I went down to the videos that I haven't seen since the beginning, and this was one of them. This also, what I do is I sort of do like a movement with my hands when I want my hand to select the one that is the strongest to give me information. So what I do is I let my hand just like if you ever play the Ouija board, that's how I move my hands and move the cursor to find pictures. I kind of let my hands a little free, and I know I'm not moving them, like they move in a pattern, and I it's almost like I follow either fingers below me or they're on top of me. I can't figure it out, and it selects the video. That's how I do it. Oh my God, that's so fucking weird. Just kidding. Anyways, this video, which it's named, I'm sure in one of these pictures, the name will show up, but it's on investigates. No. I don't know, whatever it is, we'll see it. I'm sure it's in here. Oh no, thank you, or oh no, thanks. So whatever it is, investigates. I open up the video, and it brings me right to the very last. Wait, let me see. Computer. I put it under It brings me to the very last section, and I'm like, wait a minute, whose video is this? Because I need to go grab it. It's showing this. Like, I don't understand who is that? Like, what is this? Like, I was looking at this, I'm like, I don't get it. Like, what is that? Then I realized that after I went on a search to see if I could get a better video, like to open it up. It was hard for me to find it. So then I snapped some photos of what I had, and it told me the name of the video. I went to it, and it was only under No Thanks Investigates. I think that's what it is. Like, that's so strange, though. I know this is Molly Golightly's background. And I think I sort of remember, I'm not sure if anyone remembers this, when in the beginning, people don't know the ones who really created a stir with Summer Moon Wells, and the ones that really created a stir in the beginning of Summer Moon Wells was on this panel. Now that I look back, in the beginning, you don't know that because it's first beginning. I'm looking at the people on this panel, and everyone showed up. Everyone showed up on that panel that continued into Michael Vaughn, and then all of them continued into Gabby Petito, and then all of them went into Kylie Rodney. They all went to one of them very shortly, almost like a distraction. So when I looked at this picture, let me see if I can find the one I have here with all of the people in here. Wait. The other one that was in here was the girl in the black lips. Now, we also have Ernie Shell comes on, and Voices Behind the Wall. And they're on with Don and Candace, this girl Toby or Tabby, I can't tell if it's an O or a... I'm showing you all the people that were on this panel. Ziggy, Kat, wait, because I know, I'm showing, this is very important. You guys, tonight's live is very important. It's really important. I have to make it organized so when it's shown. So Ernie, and then I saw this Mountain Dew, which I would never have noticed before. Let me see if I could, I know that Voices Behind the Wall. See, let's see who's in this one. This is coming off of Molly's. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is weird enough for me to look at. So I opened it up, and here's Perplexed. And that face is still in the middle. This lady screams out to me. I feel a big presence. So I'm looking to see who's showing up here, because it's the beginning. This is the girl that I thought was the lady that is doing that fake Madeleine McCann, who I still think the whole thing's fake. This was Molly's window, I guess, because the parts that are on this green background, you can't find it in his video. So that I didn't understand. This isn't there. So I think maybe this came from Molly. This is important to lay out. Molly's station. No, Perplexed is someone different. Perplexed, whatever her name is, Perplexed is on the bottom right here, the left-hand side. And Voices Behind the Wall, it was just Sherry. Anyways, I'm watching Molly's side, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find the video that I kept. And Up here, Molly is actually sharing with screens with no thanks. But throughout both videos, even though they have different information, their videos hold not all the same information. Between their two screens, that person shows up. To me, I know what I'm talking about. This was important for me to show you guys. And that that is a real person that is in these cases. It's a real person. And that's not made up. You could get it yourself right in the video. So, I don't know. I'll show you my pictures now. But without me saying a lot and without me pass judgment on anybody or give my opinion where it's really unnecessary and won't do anything for the kids, I think this is a very big puzzle piece of information. I think that this slide here speaks volumes. I feel as if this specific live would show Summer Moon Wells. The Summer Moon Wells that we know of. And I think that this is the video that holds all of Summer Moon Wells' information. It's all here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you photos you have never seen before. There's a smiley face in the middle. You guys, this is I'm not saying a lot that you guys aren't going, you guys will see this on your own. The information that I'm showing tonight it's just massive. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start now. And I wanted to show you particular faces, and yep, you know, some of these pictures are nasty. They are all and this was a video a year ago that it was just on panel talking about Summer. And yeah, so I'm going to show you what I have, starting with this photo. So what I'm going to do Let's go photo by photo. I would like to start with summer. This will have all came from this same video that I just gave you introduction to. So I've never seen this image before, and this is the image that shows the number 5 thing on her head, attached to the side of her head. That's the number 5 on a maroon little box on her head. When I saw this, I knew that the story of this little girl is embedded within this video. So if in fact the law enforcement really cares to look at that part, I feel as if this is the same girl that girl that showed up in Madeleine McCann. So I'm going to do one photo at a time, or 2 photos at a time. Let's see. Those 2 are the same. So this video gave photos of the inside of Don Wells's house. I believe that we are looking at Summer Moon Wells's sacrifice. And you're gonna see why, and you'll probably agree with me once I'm finished. The photos that show here are way different than the photos that I have. It gives different information and much more detailed. If you notice the number 5 on the box, and here, now that you know better than you did in the beginning, there's the sticks that everyone has them. They're the 3 on the bottom. I am putting my reputation on the line that they show this all the time. There's that round ball thing. The smiley face. This video supplied me with enough information that if I were the authorities, I'd put Don right back in jail. There's your machine. And then it shows it this way. Little different, so you could see it's in motion. And you guys all know that that's the piece that I have as an element. All of that. All of it. So anyone that has been watching, this is an incredible live. It gets better. Anyone that's watching this knows these are the elements that I've been showing. But understand, they're now placed in this video that came out first. And the cops have this video. The law enforcement has a video. And I said, the door opens back there. They're behind the wall. As this is going on, the pictures up in his little corners start to really shift. Because that's no one's head. So now we have a Mountain Dew hat, which to me, Mountain Dew, for those who haven't been here. Congratulations, Double Take on oh, congrats, membership, woohoo! Thank you, Double Take. That's amazing. Thank you. As you see here, there is no face. There's no head. Like, what is that? So I'm watching this stuff. I'm like, holy crap. And it continues to show more information. Wait. Then pictures of Don just are changing. I'm like, these pictures are very clear. And I'm realizing that these are like splitting. They're starting to split. And trust me, what you're looking at now, this video was one of my first videos. So it's not like I haven't seen this a gazillion times. Take a deep breath right now, you guys. Deep breath. This is what's in the video. My feeling is this would solve the Summer Moon Wells missing children's case. I'm not done yet. I'm way more. And I kept the video, so whoever fucking thinks they're going to take it down, good luck with that. Their video shows location. And when I tell you location with the white pickup truck, to me, this solves the case. I'll keep going. Now here's Don's house, and look what's in the corner of the pictures. It's the exact kind of car that took our fucking Summer Moon Wells. And look at the shape of it. See the back of the truck? When I tell you, and that little square says Don Wells. Tell me if the buffering stopped. It should have. That little square is Don Wells's square. Oh, I'm not done yet. This room, you guys, when I tell you, I feel it, my heart is moving. And let me tell you something, this is the fucking room. And by the time I'm done showing you this video, you're going to see it's in the house. Here's Don walking into it. This is Summer Moon's trophy above his doorway. These are pictures, you guys, we've never seen. Here's the truck right there. in front of that open door. Let me brighten it up. I haven't brightened anything up yet. You guys, these are brand new photos. Never seen before. Look at this. Look above, right here. Look above. Let me get these off. I don't like when I have all these on here. Wait. Let me get all these off. Okay. See right there above the trim? There's that white thing on the top left-hand corner. And this is how they load them up, you guys. And if you look at whatever part this is that gets attached to the car, if I were to turn it to the left, here, let me turn it to the left. This is attached to the cars in my other photos. This is what gets attached to the car, and then it goes in the water. This whole video I'm showing you tonight, you guys, it's gonna blow. It's got to be blowing your mind. The Don Wells one is what's the most important. And here, Don Wells shows someone hanging on his wall. And it's not deep faked. It's in his video. It's in their video. It's right there. So the information I've shown you guys, like anyone who's seen my stuff before, because I remember bringing this up, and the only thing that I really was looking at that point, believe it or not, was the dog. I remember, I think the dog has like the A on it and everything. Let me see. Yeah, I was showing the dog. I'm like, doesn't anyone see that there's really weird shit on the dog's body? Here's another picture of Don. So what you see back there, you guys, those are the white fibers that are actually found in these cases. And no one has put these white fibers together as the same people. Those are real. Those are white fibers. See that stick in the back? It's silver. That's the stick that winds up in the doorway, and it's right there in the doorway with that little thing on the top, like a little box. Here. So here is what I'm talking about, and there's someone in the bottom box. But these are the elements. That's the number 5 box. That's the kill zone, you guys. This is all Don's house. Wait, I'm going to make this brighter so you could see the number 5 box. Here. It's in the doorway. It's in the box. These are pieces. It's someone down there. That's the number A. That's the letter A on top of her head. And that is the machine. Let me try to crop it. This is the... Oh, now I get it. The machine is in his doorway. It shows through his door, you guys. This is where the door, oh my God, this is where they have the door with the machine in the door. This is the machine that we see moving. That's the machine. That's this. That's the machine in his doorway. That's just a different, that's the machine. So the doorway that we see that he shows outside, this is what shows out here, right? It shows a few different things. This is one of them. And then the kill zone. Boom. I believe that's what we're looking at here. Let me see here. So, yes, what we're looking at in the video machine, you guys, I guess I'm being told, is this. This is what we're seeing in his door. This here is Don's doorway that we see in the video. Those are the boxes. Those are the green boxes. This is if anyone gives a shit over at the law enforcement, this is really important information. You could copy and paste it, cookie cutter with all my freaking videos. This girl, I think, is the same girl that is running after the fake Madeleine McCann. I don't know who she is, but she's the one with the dark black hair with the big lips that I mentioned. I don't know who she is. I don't care, but it's a match within my photos that I have of the girl with the black hair. Inside this house, the boxes in the walls make sense. What they do keep showing now, this was over a year ago, you guys. This was when Summer went missing. That's the picture of Don Wells. That's a white truck that the cops, the law enforcement, TBI could question now, because that's really a truck you've never seen before. And that's the kind of truck that they use throughout all these stories. And the holes in the walls make sense. This here, you could see that this is part of, ignore my phone in there. That's my phone, you guys. Here, I'll crop it. This here, we know, I have said, I'm going to take one piece at a time. This is the white number 5 box. We see these white boxes throughout. Let me put this here. Throughout my conversations. I mean, we have a white number 5. We have a maroon, white, maroon, and green. This is the white. And the top of the bar is what you see in all the door frames. It's right there. This is a pretty bloody place. I'm not quite clear. This is what's coming up from the ground. I don't get it, but obviously it doesn't belong in a photo like this. It doesn't belong in any of these photos. But it's right there by the garage. I think it's a garage. I don't know. A picture like this makes me feel as if that's Summer Moon herself, which is 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Paste. These are this is her family. Wow. That's Summer with her family. Let me see if I have another picture like that here. Wait a minute. Here's a little better color. Right in the middle, you guys. Wow. This is the first time I'm seeing one that's actually her. I'm watching it with you. Huh. So for those who, I don't know if you're looking at the same thing I am, but I'm looking at this middle face here. That one, and then, oh my God, and then there's the smiley face underneath. So maybe that's Summer and Michael. See how there's other ones next to them? They're in each of the windows. See? They're starting to show up. Wow. Let me see. I'm quiet over here because I'm watching it with you. Copy. Wow. Yeah, They're changing. Now, I would assume now that maybe the other photos will have, let me open one up. Interesting. So this one is showing, to me, this is summer. This is what they're showing in their wall behind the flag. So they're actually, this is what it's telling me. The flag that I said in the beginning was put over a window. Remember I said, you guys, that that flag there isn't there all the time? And I said, I think they put it over like a one-way mirror. To me, it's showing that something's hidden in that wall behind that flag. That's what I hear. Totally. All right, let me make this brighter. This here is showing, so these are in order. So here's your truck. Here's your truck. But now there's a box. It's, ignore my hand in there holding my phone. That's me. So those hands you see there that's me holding my phone, I'm sure. Look at the truck and how there's white box there now to be picked up. Before you didn't have the white box. It's right there. Here. The white box with the heart is now with the truck. It's right there. That's summer. So the other thing we talk about is each person has a corner. This was Summer Moon Wells's corner in the room. This could be found, and I do believe this to be hidden by Dawn. This is real, you guys. This is a box. This is the frame to the box, and this is a real raw photo. It's a raw photo of evidence that this shit is happening. What you see there is what he put here when done above his fucking doorway. That's what they're doing. Now you see why I had to put this out. It was way more important than Ryan, even though he's cuter than these pictures. Here, what you see here is the A. Right there. Right on the wall. That's the logo. You see this all the time. The tightrope. Um, investigates, winds up with the machinery on his head. And there's someone's face showing up. So whoever is part of these videos, I can't imagine how this video is going to be. Of course, it'll probably be ignored, but this is really good information because it's pretty clear. And to me, this would be major lead to go look at within Summer Moon Wells' house. So this is the flag that covers up this. Remember that flag in their house? Anything that, put it this way, anything that Candace was like, oh, that's just this, or oh, that's just that. Like, oh, that's just the kids. Yeah, that's just TV they play games on. I think anything that she brushed off and made insignificant, the reporters fell for it. That's why you need someone who's reporting that is intuitive or gets the game of life conversation. Because the first thing I'd be like is like, so, and what if it wasn't just a TV that they're playing in? Or maybe what would happen if it wasn't just junk on the floor? Or maybe talking about Summer Moon Wells' toys the way that she was talking about them. These are pretty bloody pieces of information. So this is what starts to show. This is a complete room. These things were built, this shit was built in the house. This shit was built in the house. You know how I say I hear things, like certain words stick out, like someone could be talking for like 5 hours on YouTube and they'll say something like, well, that's what he was doing. He was building a basement. I heard that today about Don Wells on one of those channels. On one of the channels that has been following FYI Summer Moon Wells since day one. He said, well, that's what he was doing. He was building a basement. Is that what Don was doing? Was Don building a basement? Because if he was building a basement, then of course he was building this shit under his house. He was building an addition, I thought, not a basement. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Kraken Cases said it. And I always really wanted to find it. So he said, well, what do you think he was doing? He was building a basement. Did anyone else hear that? Let me see if I could find the words. I don't remember. Let me see. I'll turn it down. Let me see something, because it was somewhere. Let me see.
It's been on my heart heavy for the last couple of weeks. When I pull this up, I think it'll be quite a bit easier for me to do it like this.
I probably won't find it.
AF said there was a creator who put out that Summer had cigarette burns on her finger. Multiply that by 1,000, you can kind of expect. No, that's not true. They're not. We wanted nothing more. We got on ground searches.
No. There's no way I'll find it, but I'm going to try to. So did he say he was building a basement? I thought he said they were building an addition. That's what I want to know. Okay, I'm going to keep going with the pictures. So this dude on whatever winds up in the video with the machinery on his head. So if he knows it or not, he has this shit on his head. So at least he should know that someone put this shit on his head, or he was really wearing it. All this shit. It's not a headset that's on his head, you guys. So this little section here keeps showing and changing information, and I could bet on it that this is truly 110% the entranceway. That's the number 5. That's the number 5 that you see on top. And this is a real place, you guys. And this was in Don Wells's video. Not Don Wells's, well, the video of him talking in this group. Oh, the lab was in here too. So as these go on, Don just looks like, I don't know what he's sitting in, but he looks weird in his little square here. I never saw this one. Yeah, because it's from like the first week. I don't know that Summer Moon went missing. A lot of people that came on a little later didn't see it because they bombarded YouTube with so much more, so you didn't go backwards. So here in the back of all this here, if you look in the back in the blackness, these are all elements. That's the maroon face on top of the white face. So behind all of these creators are elements, and they're elements that could really, really help and aid the law enforcement. Here, did I have this one already? Oh yeah, I did. Come on. Color. So here you have a picture that gives you, here you have a photo that gives you more information than anyone has given anyone since the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's case. This right here is one of them. This right here is one of them. Here's what the inside of this room looks like. Right here. Let me put it in here. To me, these are more realistic leads than any lead that I've seen so far. That's a head, you guys. Like sometimes when I brighten it too much, that's a head in the doorway, connected to the white number 5 with the bars across the top of the head inside the box. That box then gets pulled out and goes into the truck. That's basically what they did. Now this Don has white hair. That's not Don. That's not Don. I can tell you that right now. It's not Don. This machinery here is the machinery you see in all of the fake hospitals. I mean, you can barely see it, but I know it's there. It's all the way in the back. This here really does show the maroon box. That's a hole in the wall somewhere by the flag. Doubt it's still there, but you should really go look. This is the room. All of these, you guys, came straight from his video. Look at that. That's the face we see all the time. This is really important information. You know, it tells a lot more information and tells a story than anything else that I've actually put out there. The smiley face, that little thing that lights up bright. Wait, let me show you. Right here in no thanks, whatever the fuck his name is. This here is the key player to all of these cases. I'm not saying him, I'm saying that image above him. That's the image that is in, I believe, it's in all of them. It's also in Colorado on one of those statues. This girl in the black hair. I mean, in this picture, Everyone seems to be showing me an element. Look at her holding a skeleton. I think I don't think it's this Tic Tac. I don't even know who Tic Tac. I have no idea. But the video, she gives tons of information and tells the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. She's just gives a lot of information. This here shows that it gets closed up. Like this gets closed up. I'm just showing this that there's going to be tons of. The only way to find this place is if someone brings you there. Someone has to bring you there. Like, the police just can't walk over there and be like, oh, let's go find the thing underground. No, that's not going to work because it's nothing you could just find as you walk in somewhere. It's difficult to find. Here, this wall has always been, and I'm sure not just to me, to a lot of people, when we first saw the inside of their house, right there, I knew that this was telling a story, and that's the truck, just like Kylie Rodney had one. So let me I keep saying blow up. Make this brighter. Wait. I found that this was way more important to put out there tonight in hopes for other people to see it and get it to whoever needs to see this. But we've never ever seen the inside of Don's house look this way. Never. That's what it's showing. It's extremely important. And I really, really, it's funny. I love the movie Don't Look Up. I've said that before. I watched it as I was getting ready for this. Sorry, you guys. As I was getting ready for this, I watched it. This reminds me of this. So reminds me of that movie, but like I feel like I'm sitting here and could be screaming on the top of my lungs. There's a dead body, or kids are getting shot across the street and everyone being like, pass the bread. I'm going to show you just a couple things. This here, wait. This here, I said to the one to the left-hand side, I'm like, I know this guy looks familiar. And the guy on the left-hand side was in the Beast and Bunch video. He looked like just walking behind the girls. He looked so familiar, and I went back to see if that's where I saw this guy from. I saw him. This is so crazy. Now, allegedly, I have no fact, nothing to back it up. In the Gotcha Man's video. Now, I'm like, I don't understand. How can that be possible? So I look back at the video, and in his TV shows me the other guy that I'm following that I keep saying looks just like Brian. I think they're the same person. I have to look more into the videos, but why why would they match? Like, it makes no sense. Makes no sense. Like, why would they match, right? So so I went back to oh my god, this stuff's getting so stupid. Like, don't look. I went back to the video that I found that. Okay, and in that video shows three people, now three of the guys that I recognize. Here's the third. So I'm just going to put that shit to the side right now and just put it to the side. Oh my god, some of his videos are just really crazy. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to look at the rest of the people in his video that's on the TV. This was on the video on the TV. I'm like that looks just like the piece of machinery that I look at all the time in Benny's garage. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop watching his video. It was so between that and the cars and the pieces and the whatever on his head. I'm like, you're giving me like too much information right now. Oh my god, you guys. Wait a minute. Grab something. 1 second. This one was really funny. Wait. Look at this picture. Look at the hands coming out of like not even the hands. What are you're seeing behind him? It's really kind of coming out of like the truck I just showed you of Don Wells's. Like, it's not even coming out of it. Those aren't even his hands. See the white truck it's coming out of? Just like what I just showed you. Of John's. I don't get it sometimes when pictures are posted. I'm like make sense of that. Or how could that even make it on the channel? Because now I know, because 2 and 2 are put together, now I know what you're really looking at. That hand coming out of that white truck is this. That little white piece in the front. That's what you're looking at. That's what you're looking at. Like, no more games. Games are over. Maybe they're not over because no one is looking over here. And then I saw this, and this is what I'm like, oh wow, this looks like it's in the same frame. This is in his video too. And the only difference to me between this picture here, let me brighten it up, this picture here, to me, again, so I just said it looks like it's the truck. And this here looks like this. Wait, where'd it go? Where's the garage door? Wait. Move this over. My God, I can't move my screen. Right? Sorry, that's such an annoying noise. I know. Can't seem to get to corner here. Okay. Where'd you go? Oh, computer pics. Okay. This here is like this. This. Same thing. So, yeah, I mean, one thing always leads to the next, right, you guys? It just does. This picture showed an element. Right down the side of, I mean, so frustrating when I know that little critter, we have tons of those. It's like, why would you put this shit in your videos? Oh, got it. I know there's one more thing. Wait. Oh my God. Oh, let me see here. I think I'll save this one for tomorrow. I'm going to save, I'll give you a sneak peek. So this tonight's video was mainly about showing you elements that bring us back to day one and bring us back to really the same people who have been following it. Like, go back to their information, go back to their videos and see what they have. They have amazing information. And if nothing has changed other than you will notice the truth in them better now than you did before. So I thought that was way more important than showing you something else. Tomorrow I will go over the Ryan photos, but more importantly, I will be going over the Idaho 4 photos. Photos like this are within Cadoodle's videos. Not I don't know how to pronounce her last name or what it is. But their videos and the Idaho 4 TikToks of themselves and the TikToks they have saved on their TikTok pages, I really it gave me this kind of information, right? That behind these boys at the party, there are young girls. Those are young girls, and they have the stuff around their necks, and they have those truly things in front of them. This is a super bad photo. And ones like this, where she has all of the equipment behind her. And that's the white thing with the red heart. And these are sacrifices of more than just her. And these are her TikToks, you guys, and they just tell the story of her sacrifice. I don't know why this is being covered up so badly. But I know what I'm looking at are sacrifices of more than one child. I know that those kids are not all her. They look like her, but this isn't one soul. Not at all one soul. And this is the shit that if someone doesn't come forward and tell the truth, this is what's in the corner over here. There's your heart. The pieces, these are the pieces that are trophies. Someone has to come forward because the story really needs to be told. The only way kids are going to get kids are going to get justice, and this is going to stop, is when someone comes forward to tell the truth. Why would this be in one of her pictures? Shouldn't be. You guys, it shouldn't be. This photo, that's probably a different person. Is in there as well. Something isn't right, you guys. Especially since whatever is going on back here is a ceremony. I mean, this is right in front of us. That's why I probably watched the movie. But this is right in front of us. Yeah, these are sacrifices. They are sacrifices. Now, this is the only, those are the only things I'm going over. The their TikToks show many elements that go with the Summer Moon Wells missing children, and especially matches Kylie Rodney. These photos are from TikToks. This photo is from one of their videos. You need to look deep into the video and tell me if you see one of the boys. This is exactly what Kylie Rodney wound up looking like. This is this. This is Kylie Rodney's picture, you guys. Kylie's right there in the upper right-hand side. The picture from the left-hand side is Kylie Rodney. The right-hand side is from the Idaho 4 video from the party. This is Kylie. She's right in that corner. And this is the same thing. And what I'm telling you is this. If you crop this one in, I think that's Kylie. Is that Aiden? They're all connected. One day, someone will agree. So this here, this here is Kylie to me. Get rid of that. So I feel what I see is Kylie sitting here and this being one of the boys that were sacrificed. See how they match? Kylie. This boy over here is right there. Let's see. Yeah. The parties that they had the night before these kids were murdered, it's all a crock of shit. I'm telling you, it's a crock of shit. Do homework. Go through it. Watching their TikToks and watching their stuff, you could see during one of their videos, during her TikTok video that is this party, all of the pictures are turned the right way except for this one of Ethan. It was sideways and is completely layered. They layered his face with this kid. And they look, you could interswap them. It's almost like they did. Same nose, same mouth. He has one of the elements in his hair. I'd love to know who he is. Or even if this is like, look at his hands. Look at the hands. It's almost as if two different people hold these things at once. See that hand? That's a girl's hand on the bottom. That's the girl's thumb. Those pictures, like they have them doing that, but they don't. They want you to think that it's just picture on top of picture. It's not. There's something really fucked up with this shit. Like that. Something's not right with that. It's very, very wrong. I believe that there's underage sex going on here, and this is where they all get in trouble and shit happens. See the different kinds of hands? The picture before that is it's a little girl. There's young kids at this party that shouldn't be there. They're too young to be at that party. Way too young. But right before they show the young kids, there's like something strange happens. That's what I know. But I feel like they're all the way in the back of the house. Like this kid here is under his face. And I feel like he's young and he's not supposed to be there. See how he's by that hole in the wall with that thing attached to the wall? Let me point it out. I feel like this is trouble. And in this square is what I just showed you in the pictures prior. Those two things. See? He's too young to be there. It's all right there. I wouldn't let any of these fraternity, whatever's going on over here, slip by at all. But this is Ethan, and he is already in the purple room, completely connected, just like what you see over here. This is the same kind of picture you guys, that I showed you Kylie Rodney was in. Kylie Rodney was in this type of a photo as well. I wanted to show you. See this? This was Gotcha Man's ceiling, but I think I'm just showing you. These are all the elements, and I believe that this is underground. This is not a ceiling. This is from Gotcha Man, but his picture shows this as the ceiling of the garage. Bullshit. I call bullshit. There's that mesh thing. Yep. I am bouncing all over the place. Let's see. At that same party, there's pictures of people that are students that are all covered in the same white mesh I keep showing you that's at the party. Something was totally missed, because this is one of the guys. I don't know who this is. This is what he looks like. It's just really very messed up pictures. Let's see. I know I have more to go over tomorrow. Yeah, so I was just going through some of her TikToks, and there are particular TikToks that show something was her TikToks. Something was very, very, very wrong. Very wrong before they were murdered. Something was very wrong before we knew they were dead. In one of her TikToks, the one she's dancing, in the back of the room lies these kids that they were showing up in the back of the room. Right? Here, this TikTok. If you really, really look at each frame, and you got to go little frame by little frame at a time, you'll get what I'm talking about. All of her videos show the story. All of her videos. Look. This is the back of the room. She herself has something over her face at this point. So understand that every one of these kids' TikToks that are stuck in this situation and they're one of the kids that get murdered and, gone. This is the stuff that shows up. Forget the Marilyn Monroe. You have to look at the items, look at the elements. Oops. This photo here, she has the V, see, right there on her neck. That's what's on her neck. This here is a little child hiding inside the stuffed animal. Something isn't right over there. The another item that the police or the law enforcement can look at and match apples to apples. Look at this. I don't even think this is her. Wait, I'll show you that in a minute. I mean, someone has to start questioning someone. Like, who's this guy in the video with her? Like, who is he? This is the shit that doesn't get looked at or questioned. The one with them dancing in front of the Sigma Chi. This is what they look like. In front of the Sigma Chi. By the end of the video, this guy doesn't even look like the same person. Now, whatever you think they're doing, they're not. Every TikTok that I open up of these guys isn't what it's supposed to be. Now, what I found interesting here is that these little green lights, those little thin green lights float all over the background. They're the exact same floating green lights that are in the Beeston Bunch and are the exact same floating lights that it's in Kylie Rodney's party. I could probably show the video tomorrow, but you could sort of see them here in the picture. Wait. They move the same. They're totally the same. Now, whatever they want to portray is going on here isn't. It isn't. I mean, that's not what's going on here. I don't understand how all of this keeps getting confused. But yet, it's all the same story. They're all Summer Moon Wells Missing Children story. That's what's going on. That. This guy here, I don't know who he is. Look at, that's what's going on. They're pushing buggies, you guys. That's what they're doing. They're pushing buggies. It's Xanadoodle, whatever her name is, Xana, whatever, I can't even think. Yeah, shirts, no shorts. Yeah, this is what's happening. It's nothing more than part of whatever they do, part of the sacrifice, part of the fun. Let me crop this one. See, now I have shown this information before, but sometimes when I pull it from a different source, I get more information. Look at that. It's not people jumping anymore. It's unreal. So this is look what happens to this guy's neck. It's not a reading, that's for sure. I'm just giving you information. Look at his neck. It's definitely worth asking these guys. I mean, oh, here it is. Here's where she winds up with something across her face. Paste. See? So whatever they say happened, this shit was going on because she is covered in elements, and she's covered in blood splatter, and she's covered in sacrifice. Look at this one. I didn't do that. It's in the video. These are her videos. They're her TikToks that just today, I took today off of her TikTok page. That's what it looks like. And they're still talking about whatever they're talking about, which it's not going to stop this stuff from happening. Throwing Brian, it's not all Brian. Of course it's not. It's not all Brian. You can't, like the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children say, you can't just throw one person in jail and think that that's going to bring them justice. In order to bring justice, it needs to be exposed and accepted as the truth. Accepted as this is part of their story. I mean, these girls in the back of her dancing video, this is not correct. These are kids that we've been trying to find justice for. It's probably Kylie Rodney. But these are the girls. There's a guy. These are the children. And these are the elements that I have matched up. Come on. For a very, very long time. Long enough for it to get attention. Look at this one. This is her video. Those are the number 5s. Oh, remember the other day I was trying to find Candace's picture of the hospital? And I said she had all of the machinery down the hallway. Here, I found it. That's down Candace's fake hospital hallway. That's all the Summer Moon Whilst Missing Children's equipment that you basically could find at their house the first week that this case was brought up. It's a picture of their backyard. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Now, hopefully this will make a difference, and it will do something to bring justice home. I don't know. We've been there, done that before, you guys. Right? I'm not sure what it's going to take, but all I could do is do the best that I can, and hope that justice will come soon and that this information is looked at. That is for tonight's presentation, but let me see if I could. What I was going to go over until this came up, where is it? Was showing you the issues that I have with Ryan's information that's being put in his videos. Now, I've tried super hard to get a hold of him, and inbox, because the information this time that I found was way too obvious. Meaning that whoever's doing this in his videos, A, is doing a shitty job, and B, it just shows enough to, I think you should come forward and confirm that you don't know anything about this, or confirm that you have someone looking into it. Because I have you in these pictures, and this is what I'll go over tomorrow. I have you in these photos laying inside the machines. And this isn't the first time that I've had these pop up, but it's much more clear. So I guess I'm asking for clarity that you really don't know who's in here, because there's so many faces that I have under your face. And they're definitely not you. But if you care to find out who they are, they're clear enough for you to do that. Um, example. So some of the photos, the people are brutally beaten, and some of them they're not. They're just someone different. So the ones like this just show abuse. Let me show you the corner ones. So even if you didn't give a shit what I was saying and like, oh, whatever, and you just are too busy to answer, I would answer just because information in here shows someone that is being physically abused. They're physically abused. They're physically beat up, right? Remember this one I keep showing? That's someone that's in bad shape. We all know that's not you. Now, let me get you an example of when we know this isn't you. But which one are you? I'm like a lot of these are reminding me of Benny, of what Benny does. And then when I see one like this where it looks like Don Wells or someone's in there that's not supposed to be, because it's a weird picture. Could tell it's not you, but like, who's that? It's a man. There's someone in here that has red hair. That's not you. This one, I believe, is younger. Wait. This one. Come on. I hate when that happens. Right. There. You guys see what I'm saying? There's so many in here that you don't know who's Ryan. And why do I really give a shit? Like, why is it that I care? It's because a lot of this stuff and elements that I'm following in videos happen to do with his videos. So when I see, photos like this where the top of the head here, this is what my Summer Moon Whiles Missing Children's case is, and people I follow, this is what they do. So it kind of gives me, it teaches me. It's like a teaching moment. And what's super important, anytime I see any of my mesh with hearts on it, or anything that's, on the face or connected to the hairline or whatever, I take notice of it, and I take notice of who has it. So then what I do is I see how many times do I have this on this person. And I have the Beeston bunch, always has it out of their nose like this one here. And it's not up to me to figure out what this does, but if law enforcement were to really pay attention to this, they'd see that this is the white mesh that is found at the scene of crimes. So this is a younger Ryan. And a victim Ryan. See, there is enough differences in these pictures for me to show you that these are not the same people. But what really pulled me in was the fact that my Summer Moonwell's missing children's cases show elements that never ever change, and it seems as if those elements are on him. And it's not the first time I've seen this within his videos, and every time I see it I'm like, how is it, like, find a way, how is this put in there? Like, I try to actually find an excuse for it. I have a really tough time with this video finding excuses for it. Now, I'm going to end this video showing you how this all ties together. This makes me feel very sad that there is even a common thread between everything I've showed you. In this video, he shows the same white truck. And in that white truck shows the maroon 5 boxes. Now, I just showed this to you. The reason this white truck looks this way and you see it this way is because I slowed it down to see what he was trying to really show. The white truck I showed you had a separation just like this. Let's see. Let me grab it over here. The heck? Let's see. I want to see if I could just grab that white truck real fast. Sienna Med. Wait, give me a moment. Oh, that's that one. Oh my God, I didn't make a presentation for tonight. No shit. Okay, let me grab the white to my folder. Oh, what happens when I get tired? Okay, let me grab the white truck. It's towards the end. Alright, I'm looking, sorry. Give me 1 second, it'll pop up here. Okay. Come on. There's a lot of photos I showed you. Okay, here's the white truck. Well, let me see if I can, okay, this is better. All right, so the white truck you see here is, now you may not see it the way I totally see it because I have an advantage over you. But here's, so this comes from, close these out. Ryan Upchurch's. This is fairly new, and this is why I started picking on him. This white truck is connected very strangely and weird, just like this is. I feel as if these are like the same thing. Like this white truck serves the same purpose as what you're looking at in front of you. This is the truck that he said, oh, look at someone created damage. But when you really look at it, it's not matching the words that are coming out of his mouth. It doesn't match what he's saying happen. Because I think this whole video is to discuss the this. To discuss this. And this is part of the pictures I showed you of the beat up people. It's the same thing. Look at this one, how the little, oh, that's right there. See how the little maroon box shows up? The little house back there? This is really what the truck looks like. It's the, you guys, it's the elements. The elements are on his truck. See, this is what he shows you, this here. But if you took a closer look, it's the elements, the Summer Moon Wells missing children's cases. I mean, I really don't, I mean, there's so much information on his videos lately, and they're really, really clear. This is, you can't get any better than this. You can't. Look at that. That's what's going through his window. Like, come on, dude. Like, come up. Come up and talk to us. That would be the best thing, because then you could tell us why this is on you. Like, these are the Summer Moon Wells missing children's elements that are seen in their sacrifice. This is what's seen in their sacrifice. It's very frustrating, you guys, how no one is going to come forward and tell us the truth. Why? Which makes no sense, because this is living the truth that they believe is the truth out loud. But no one wants to admit it or talk about it. This here is telling the story. Here's your buggy, right here. Here's your buggy. That's the story. Right there. And it's in the video that you're screaming at your mama, which I don't believe you're doing. So here comes the white piece of the car. Here you're in the white piece of the car that winds up under the car. This here basically puts whatever's going on here. Wait. Crop it. Brighten it up. This here is showing me the white piece of the car that has the head sticking out of the back. And you're not outside anymore. Something happened. Something happened to our Ryan Up church. Something happened because there's just way too much information. And no one is saying anything. This here tells me a lot of information. That hog right down the middle, right there, in the middle of the car. So I guess I wound up going over enough of his information that you guys see what I'm talking about and really want to know who's the person. By the end of your video, Ryan, your car winds up in which I believe to be Gotcha Man's garage. That's how I see it. But one thing's for sure, it doesn't stay outside throughout the video. It winds up inside. This is the fake white car. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that this isn't the white car that is the fake white car. And these right here are all the pieces I just showed you. In Candace's hospital doorway. So understand, this car here, wait, let me close the other stuff. Because this is a good one. This is a funny one, actually. Okay, so explain to me this. How is it? Whoops. Oh my goodness, let's get rid of all that. Okay. My God, show scene. Okay, so how is it that we go from in the same video, the white car outside with all this stuff getting done to it, and then underneath, in between frames, your car's, it's pretty much inside. That's outside. This is inside. Whoever is doing this editing, it kind of sucks, because I shouldn't say I'm not an editor, that's kind of my background, but this car is the fake car. Every photo. Here, look at, there's the razor blade thing. There's the trimming, the maroon trim as I show it to you. The maroon box. Look at, it's a fake car. No matter how you slice and dice it. So, will the real Ryan please stand up? Here is the trunk of the car. And there's our little smiley face. Make sense of this shit, you guys. Especially since I just showed you the pictures that are in the Wells house. Can't make sense of it. That smiley face basically is, wait, let me turn this thing around. Let's see. Okay, so that smiley face that you see there, here, in the back seat there, is the same thing as this thing, but it's all bloody. Same thing. is that green guy. Oh, shoot. Same thing as that green guy. Smiley face. Let me put this way. Oh, that's what I didn't show you. Oh, maybe I'll save that one for later. Jody Sue Brown. I'll show you that later. I will wrap this up now because now I've definitely gone through a lot of information. Most importantly, you guys, is to recognize the elements aren't going to change. They're staying the same, and because they're staying the same, you should be able to recognize them. You should be able to be like, wait a minute. That you know, question yourself. And for those who could look at like a picture, you know, these photos that I'm showing and be like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. I think this is Summer Moon. And I think that's her number 5 box. And I believe those are other kids that she's with, including Michael Vaughn. This shows, the story that I just told shows that this is in her house. It shows the room. It shows where it is. That's not too far-fetched, you guys. It really isn't as odd as it looks. It doesn't look odd for those of us that have been looking at the same thing. Right? Wait a minute. So this is Don's picture. Copy. So this is Don's. Wait. Summers. This just looks like a weird picture of Don. Weird. See? Huh. Wait, there's a picture that covers all of them. Whose hand is up? But that's in his box. This video, I'm definitely going to be going over this video again, because I think, like I said, I think the video, that is the video I believe is telling Summer Moon Wells' missing story, Summer Moon Wells' story, her actual story. But what this is showing me is it's connected with other YouTube creators. That's her mesh. See that? Doesn't look like Don. That's why I'm going to take a very close look at the video. Like there's someone in the middle, and I definitely see Summer, the Summer that we know. But Don here has white hair and wears glasses. One side he has a mustache and one side he doesn't. I'm falling asleep, you guys. Yeah, I agree. Half Don's face, half a different face. We have half of him here. Those glasses are the glasses that we see all the time. You know that? Those are the glasses. It's in here. Well, I am going to call it a night. And we will pick it up. Yeah, half has a mustache and half does not. It's showing two people. This video that came out in the beginning that I just went over tonight is super important to Summer Moon Wells herself, directly to the Summer Moon that we know of. Absolutely. Hi, Muffin Top. Hi, everyone. I didn't even say hello. How rude. Oh my gosh. I am done, you guys. This was super good. I really, really hope it makes a difference because these things are real. That white truck is real. Look at Don Wells here. It's not even Don. This is getting out of control. All right, I'll look at this again and we'll do it again tomorrow because this is now just nuts. Thank you to my mods. Thank you. Yeah, I'm white. Muffin Top, thank you for keeping everything safe over there. I do not think that Judy was with us. Welcome in again. I didn't even go through that. Thank you guys for all being here and supporting the channel and doing what y'all do best. So thumbs up on your way out. If you could just do that, that would be great. And subscribe. Subscribing takes a second, and it really makes a difference in in my channel. In my channel. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. All right, you guys, thank you. God bless you. Thank you for being here. We will do this again tomorrow, and I will start out tomorrow when I go on with a recap. All right. Good night for now, and good morning, UK. Talk to you all soon. Good night, folks.